Welcome to my channel. Myself Bharti Dubey, and I will explain about the topic that is capacitor. What is actually a capacitor? Capacitor is a charge storing device. Any amount of charge can be stored in a capacitor. So that means it should have certain capacity. What is the principle of a capacitor? Whenever we are making certain device, we must know the basic fundamental logic behind that. And that principle is that here they have utilized like that two plates separated by insulating, two oppositely charged plates separated by insulating medium, such that the second plate has been connected to earth. So whenever two plates we have taken and we have separated these two plates with the help of an insulating medium, then we are able to store charges. If you have checked my previous video, I have explained one topic that one place was having negative surface charge density, another plate was having positive surface charge density, and they were separated by small distance. And when the electric field was to be calculated, three regions were considered, and in these three regions, first region, that is outside to left side of plate, third region which is outside the third plate, second plate, the electric field was zero. All the charges which were developed on that particular plate, due to that the electric field which was existing was only between the plates, even if there was an insulating medium. This is the basic principle behind the capacitor. Now, how is it fabricated? Generally, when mind that one plate you have to take and you have to place it on an insulated stand. What is the way? What is the basic utility of insulated? That is fabrication. I am explaining. In general terms, you can say how we can make a parallel plate capacitor. So here we have taken a plate, and this plate was on an insulated stand. On this plate, we have supplied a charges. So when we supply charges on metallic plates, generally it is like that. The charges will reside only on the surface. To a certain extent, charges will, we can supply charges to that, and because of that we are going, the electric field will be going on increasing. This electric field when going on increasing, now you know E is directly, because of this we will have directly proportional of potential. So potential will be developed, and if it becomes to a certain extent 5 into 10 to the 5 approx, what will happen? It will make the air around that plate to ionize, and these charges will start to leak to the surrounding. How? Because now in air we will have negative ions. So these positive ions will be taken up by the negative ions and will get neutralized. So that is the part that we can supply the charges to the plate to a certain extent. Now what we have to do? We want to continue and we want to increase the capacity. We will again bring one more plate, uncharged plate, uncharged metallic plate, and that also on an insulated stand, and will place it in the electric field region of the first plate. Means that electric field's influence of attraction or repulsion should be existing. In that vicinity, we have to bring and place it on near the positive plate. What happens? Because of induction, all the negative charges will move towards the left hand side, and all the positive charges will move towards the right hand side. So now there exists a potential difference. And as this potential difference increases, what happens? They will be able to bound these positive charges, and these positive charges which were earlier leaking out to the atmosphere will not leak down. Still we want to increase the capacity. What we will do? Second plate we will connect to earth. So earth we connect the second plate to earth. All the positive charges which we are residing on the right side of the plate will move to the earth, because earth is the biggest capacitor with zero potential. It can store enormous amount of charges. So here now we will have now all the charges. So this plate will become completely negative, and a perfect potential difference exists between the plate. These plates are separated by certain distance d, having plate area A, surface charge density plus sigma and minus sigma. So in this way we can construct a or fabricate a parallel plate capacitor. What should be the unit of capacitor? Now when we are dealing with SI unit of capacitor, SI unit means this we are coming. So now one concept is clear, the charges we are supplying and more charges we are applying, more and more potential difference will be developed between the plate. From this scenario you can see, from this figure you can see. So this Q will be equal to CV. Now what does this C represent here? This is a constant of proportionality, and this constant of proportionality is called capacitance. So from this capacitance, the SI unit of the capacitance becomes here farad. That is given in honor of a scientist, and here now what should be the value of Q? C. That will be Q upon V. How you can define capacitance? How you can define now the capacitance? That will be charge supplied per unit potential difference. That means if we have made this V equals to 1, C equals to V. So capacitance is of a capacitor is defined as the total amount of charge supplied per unit potential difference. Then how you can define farad? Farad is also SI unit of capacitance. So definition of SI unit of farad can be 1 farad equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. So a 1 coulomb of charge can be supplied at 1 volt potential difference. The total capacity of that particular capacitor will be 1 farad. So here this is our part which was to be explained as SI unit. Formula also, one more part, formula also explained here, and how it is fabricated also explained here. We will come to now coatings. What do you understand by coatings? Okay, so coatings means the plates. Coatings means the plates. So the two plates, one on which we are supplying the charges, another coating is second one on which charges are getting induced and which is connected to earth. So these two are called coatings, and on the basis of the shape of coatings, now we have to just see the shape, the plate shape. We are getting here three types. Three types of capacitor. Okay, now first one, parallel plate capacitor. This is one of the plate on insulated stand. This is another plate on insulated stand, and it is connected to earth, separated by a distance, and in between the plates we are having one insulating medium. And but you have to keep in mind that in between these two plates we are having a uniform electric field, because the electric field lines will be parallel. Now second one, we are having cylindrical. From the word itself you see coatings should be cylindrical. So first plate will be cylindrical, having a particular radius on which we are going to supply the charges, and the outer plate will be connected to earth, and it is having RB, it is having RA, such that RB is greater than RA. Then with two spherical cylindrical plates, inner one we are supplying the charges, outer one we are connecting it to earth. Then this type of capacitor is called cylindrical. Third one, obviously third one will be spherical. Spherical, by name itself it is clear that the two plates should be having a spherical shape. Inner plate will be having RA radius on which we are going to supply the charges. Outer sphere will be connected to earth, and this plate will be having RB radius, and such that RB is greater than RA. Then the plate will be spherical in shape, and the name will be here spherical capacitor. Okay. Finally, we are coming to the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. We have to find out one very specific factor, that on which factors the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor or any capacitor depends. For that, first we will find out the total. We know that E equals to dV upon dr. We have studied that electric field is negative gradient of potential. In general term, when there is uniform electric field existing, because here electric field they are parallel, so it will become V upon D. So V equals to, we will get here ED. For a sheet, conducting sheet, when we have taken, already we have studied that E will be sigma upon epsilon 0 into D. This is our B. Also, sigma equals to Q upon A. So we'll substitute the value Q upon A epsilon 0 D. This we will get the potential which is existing between the plate. Now, as per formula for capacitance of a capacitor, C equals to Q upon B. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. From equation number 1, we will substitute the value of V in equation number 2, and what we are getting, C equals to Q upon Q D upon A epsilon 0. This here Q and Q will get cancelled, and the capacitance equals to A epsilon 0 upon D. Observe what has happened. Here, the part which was responsible for the capacitance has been disappeared. You see, there is no Q existing here now. So, that means the capacitance, whenever we are finding, it is independent of charges supplied. It is independent of charge supplied. It does not depend on the amount of charges supplied. But you see it, then on what factors it depends? You see, it depends upon area of plate, epsilon 0, and distance between the plate. What does this reveals? The capacitor depends on the dimensions. Depends on the dimensions of but not on the charges. Also, it depends upon the nature of insulating medium existing between them. So, likewise, we have understood the fact that capacitance is independent of charge supplied. The principle of capacitor, the fabrication of capacitor, SI unit of capacitor, and types of capacitor. Among this, I have already explained you parallel plate capacitor. That's all for today's video.